Hello there, welcome back to the channel. It's Richie here from Derby After Dark. Today we are going to be battling for the Home Nations Cup. The battle between Ireland, England, Wales and Scotland was a fierce one. And yes, this video would have come out slightly sooner, but unfortunately I have been in the full embrace of Nurgle's rot for the last week and could hardly talk. So let's quickly dive in and have a look at this glorious event. I had the absolute honour of captaining Team England this year. No pressure at all leading such a group of competitive players, but it was an absolutely amazing event. We knew going into this it was going to be a really hard one because the team captains coming on the other side, well, you probably know some of them. We had Pash, Ollie and Kyan. Now, these are some of the best players that the Isles have to offer, and they were leading some amazing teams. We knew going into this that it was going to be a struggle, especially with 1.5 only just coming out, so the meta is definitely not solved at the moment. So we were having to try and come up with lists that would try and beat the lists that people were thinking about coming. So if people were going to bring loads of infantry, then we would have to decide what's going to kill that infantry, what's going to score better, what is going to be able to deal with the monsters that they're going to throw at us. Now, unfortunately in this video, I'm not going to be able to run through our lists just because we're getting these ready for Worlds, and also the other teams are getting theirs ready for Worlds as well. So we really didn't want to ruin anyone's tournaments, but you can probably tell the kind of gist that's in my list and also my opponent's lists. I did ask them permission before I took videos, so they're absolutely fine with me showing off just the kind of units. Obviously you don't know the artifacts that are being used and what spells, but you can kind of get a general gist.
We're on the road up north now. We're almost up to Newcastle to go play against Scotland, Wales and Ireland. This is going to be a tough weekend and it's going to be a real fun one for Team England to play into them. Hopefully we can get a trophy at the end of this. We've got some stiff competition. We've got Pash, we've got Ollie as well leading them. So it's going to be difficult, but the team's been practicing, so fingers crossed we've got this. It has been an absolute nightmare trying to get up here. I think it's been like 8 hours driving now. Like, I don't know what's been going on. It's like the first day of the summer holidays, so it's just been absolutely crazy. Right, so we've got a barbecue to get to.
Forget what Rich said. How shit's this drive been?
Long, fucking awful, and we stopped at Warhammer World, so...
One eternity later.
We've had a pretty good sleep the night before. Normally I've woken up with a cold, so I'm going to put that on there as an excuse for if we don't do very well. But all of the teams are just turning up. Scotland arrived last night, Wales is arriving this morning, and also the Irish team have just arrived. They have been drinking quite heavily already over in Dublin apparently. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome event. Cannot wait to start throwing some dice. I'm so proud of Team England. These guys didn't just show up to roll dice. They brought the teamwork, the discipline and the solid grasp of how to push these plastic figures around with terrifying efficiency. Well, I mean, at least that's what we tell ourselves. Just turned up at the venue and we are currently setting up all of the tables. The terrain is going to be a little bit random though, so we're just currently waiting on all of the other teams to arrive. How are you feeling, mate, going into it?
So excited. You know, Italy was great fun, but today it feels like it's the first start of the real deal, and looking forward to it. And what a venue as well. Stunning in here. Clubhouse game in Newcastle. Lovely.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing up here. I will post a link to the venue in case you live up north, because it is actually stunning here. So looking forward to throwing some dice in here. Is it coming home, mate?
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
So as we were getting prepared in the morning, showing off all the different trophies that had been laid out, also some snacks from Scott's that he bought the night before. We had a Team England barbecue the night before, and that was just absolutely glorious. Team Ireland had just arrived and they had already been drinking in Dublin before they got their flights over that morning. And here we have Team Wales with Bryn sporting his lovely Welsh hat. We were getting ready on the tables to be able to start doing the pairings and just kind of lining up and getting a nice bit of tactics running with the other teams. Everyone's trying to suss each other around, looking at each other's armies and basically just trying to work out what the hell we're going to be doing. This is most people's first events in 1.5. So yeah, everyone was slightly nervous as nobody has a clue what the meta is. There's only the chatter online. So we were just going to be jumping straight into this and throwing some dice and just trying to destroy each other. Got Dave and Mop of Team England and they are getting getting ready to start throwing some dice or running around and helping all of the other team players. This venue is absolutely stunning. Anyone who lives up north, I would definitely suggest going into there, or if you can venture up there, it's such a nice venue. They're definitely doing that right. Non-profit as well, and it's just made to help the community, just makes it so much better. Thank you so much, guys, for running this event, also in your spare time. It really means a great deal to us. Right, we are doing the final preparations now just before we get into the pairings. The captains are all chatting to each other and getting the last bit of scenery placed down, as we wanted to make it so all the captains placed down all the scenery. Although saying that, Pash literally just turned up, so he was running slightly late that morning. I don't know what he was doing, probably stopped off for an iron brew or something. This is Pash after all. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, head over to Pashhammer. He does some very competitive battle reports where he plays against players from all around the world on Warhol. So if you haven't seen that, please head over to Pashhammer.
Daddy Dwarf himself, Richys, say hello to your channel, mate.
Hey, you alright, mate? How is everyone? You alright?
Before we got started, all of the team captains needed to sit down together and work out how we're going to play this event. Are we going to give times out? Are we going to give backsies? How are we going to play this? And basically, we all just decided to be really nice people and yeah, play in the spirit of the game, which was absolutely amazing. We knew that this was going to be a brilliant event.
We've got Team England's vice captain here. Tom, how are we going on, mate?
It's good. We're just getting ready. Pairings time soon. Go England!
What do you reckon for the outcome?
Oh, we're going to win. We're just going to win.
Play yourself, mate.
Probably England.
I think it's got to be, hasn't it?
I think so. We'll give it our best shot anyway.
Too many funny looking.
Fun today. We've chatted with the captains, they'll relay everything to you, but we'll have a piss up afterwards. We'll take you through Newcastle, there's plenty of places to get pissed. And if you need anything on rules disputes, just as a heads up, it's on the table to your coaches, to your captains, and then to the judge. It's his fucking birthday, he shouldn't have to do anything today, but he is here if you need him. And he's got the compact, I think. Yeah, I sent it to Andy. So yeah, pairings are going to start now. Wales, Scotland, you're on the back right, England, Ireland, you're in the middle, and go get yourself a famous beer in while they're playing the cards and shit, and have fun. Great. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone.
You got a soundbite, mate, for Dowie After Dark?
Gonna fucking smash it. Yes!
And just like that, we are ready to go. We are paired into Ireland first, so we are placing down our first attacker and defenders. We have ended up putting Charlie down as our first defender, just so we can actually try and choose with him, just because he's probably one of our strongest players. So we wanted to try to pick his best matchup. They are trying to decide what they want to go for now. They put down their royal clans. I won't say the two armies that we put down, just in case it does ruin future tactics, but we chose for Charlie to play into their high elf army, and they chose for the royal clans to play into Tom, which he's running his Cathay. So unfortunately, the captain has thrown himself under the bus here, because that is going to be an absolutely awful game for him. Next up, we put down Scott as our first defender, which is our Tomb King's army. Now, he's running loads and loads of infantry, so this is going to be a hell of a defender force. They have put down their vampire counts, and I choose to put myself into the vampire counts. So that was, yeah, I kind of took one for the team here, as vampire counts are probably pretty awful to play into now. For Scott's army of the Tomb King, we chose the orcs and goblins to go into them. So they thought they could absolutely smash into me with a VC, and we thought that Scott would do really well into the Orcs and Goblins list. Now, yes, definitely threw myself under the bus here, because we offered something that they definitely didn't want to go into the Vamps, so did force it into me, which is pretty rough for me. Next up, we then put Dave down with his Empire army. He has now swapped over to the Empire. I'm not going to say his list though, and they have defended with Dark Elves. We're trying to work out what's going to be the best into Dark Elves, and also from the two that they've given us, what's going to work best into Dave. We have chosen Warriors of Chaos to play into Dave, and then for the Dark Elves, they have chosen Andy with his Bretonia. This then leaves for the final matchups is Steve with his Dragons playing into their Nuln, and then James with his Beastmen playing into their Wood Elf army. I feel that we've done quite well in the pairings, as with our predicted scores, we are winning this by almost 100 points, but see, that doesn't take into account how people perform. So hopefully I've just got to trust the team and we can try and win these games.
Yes, it went pretty well. We've managed to pair into some very favourable matchups for us, so hopefully this will be a strong round. Although saying that, they'll have been trying to do exactly the same thing to us, so someone's going to be wrong, someone's going to be right. It's going to be an awesome weekend. Let's smash some dice. Just finished the pairings. Hopefully we got a load of favourable matchups. I am personally going to be playing the vampire account, so I'm going to try and absolutely shoot them off the board. So can the implacable Dowie manage to do this, or is he going to scream me to absolute death? So we've got a couple of matches that we think are probably going to be quite decent for us, like our Cafe into Royal Clans we think is going to be quite good, and also with the Empire, which is going to be going into Warriors of Chaos. So yeah, it's going to be a crazy few games in this first round, I think, in Thailand.
Certainty of death, small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
So at the beginning of this game, I have deployed all of my gyrocopters, which are fully painted for those people out there that don't actually think that they're painted. And I am going in a big line here. I haven't vanguarded forwards yet, but I have tried to hold a couple of the objectives, so I'm going to be pushing up forward, and I am against the Vampire Scourge. So he's got a big unit of zombies over here with the Terrorgeist behind them, then a big block of Graveguard in the centre with some bats behind, some zombies, and then a Terrorgeist which is guarding the Mortis. So he's basically trying to minimise as much damage coming in as possible from the cannons, so this is going to be a bloody game. At the end of his turn, he's moved up to come and try and claim some of the objectives. He's pushing up all of the Banshees and the Cairnwraith, and there's also the Necromancer behind this unit over here. So I'm going to have to get in and try and do some counterpunch with the gyrocopters. So at the end of I've pushed all the gyros over onto this flank to try and deal with the zombies. Also put a little wound on the Banshee, and unfortunately I didn't really manage to do too much with the cannons, but I managed to claim 2 objectives, so see what we can do heading into the next turn. So at the end of my next turn, he gets pushed forward. I've tried to jump in behind him to try and kill the Necromancer. He made an Ethereal, which he's down in the centre of the board here. I managed to block off the targets over here so I can shoot through with my gun plane. Unfortunately, I missed both shots. That was probably my chance to try and kill the general that isn't going to come up again. The screams have started to do damage, and unfortunately, he's trying to get into me. It's probably, well, so far it's not looking so good for the Dowie, but I'm chipping wounds away. The problem is, he can just heal them back. So at the end of my turn 3, you'll notice something. There is not a lot of gyrocopters left. I lost absolutely tons of them to the screens. And also, the bats just managed to get in, just killed a load of gyros. Like, there was some crazy rolls, like, absolutely insane. Like, just 3 bats managed to kill a unit of 3 gyrocopters. Just insane. There's some insane dice going on. Like, absolutely crazy. I tried to come in over here to try and lock up this Terrorgeist and then potentially just make it crumble, but then it just won combat. Madness. It's a fun game, but yeah, God. The vampires in 1.5 just proving far too difficult for the gyrocopters to deal with. So at the end of turn 5, I've managed to kill a little bit. He's managed to kill a lot of my stuff. Over here, I managed to push the zombies back. Over here, managed to destroy the Terrorgeist, but he has cleared out everything in my midfield. Once again, my Thane hasn't managed to kill the Ethereal General. Been blocking off line of sight so we can go in, so block out line of sight from the Graveguard so we can shoot into him, but still not hit him with anything. Apparently, I can't roll 3s. Over here, the cannons just sent a massive tirade into the Terrorgeist, but unfortunately it's left on 1 wound, so it's about to get healed again by the Mortis. So yeah, it's been a bloody game so far. We've got 1 more turn, so can he get more points off me, and can I get any more points off him? So we have just finished the first game of Home Nations. It was into Ireland. How did it go, mate?
Yeah, it went brilliantly, just as planned. Made sure you failed all your rolls and your cannon blew itself up. And yeah, the money's in the post for your engineer. Missed every shot that wasn't a bat.
Yeah, 100%. I threw myself under the bus playing into Vampire Count, so it ended up as 16-4 to you. So it was a really good score.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the rest of the round didn't go so well for Ireland.
Not so great, yeah.
Vampires in 1.5 are pretty scary. There was one turn where I kind of had this like Hail Mary, couldn't do enough damage, and then the screams just absolutely absolutely tore me apart.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, and the Bats winning a combat against Jars as well. It was just a shambles of the game. Nothing did well on either side, but yours did less well. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, what can you do against dice, right?
Exactly. It's a nice game.
Yeah, great game, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers. No, thanks for the game.
Hello everyone, this is Alex, the Grumpy Wargamer, and we are here at Clubhouse Gaming in Newcastle for the Four Nations Cup, a teams event for Warhammer the Old World between England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. If you have a look behind me, it's all going off. So far everybody's playing their first games. We've got Team England versus Team Ireland to begin with. Looks like it's going well so far.
I'm not toy soldier.
Obviously, for those of you watching on Dowie After Dark, we've got our team captain, Richie.
Good. So I am here with the captain of Ireland, who has a much bigger beard than me, and he was also playing the glorious Dowie.
Of course, why wouldn't I not?
It is the best army in the game.
Clearly, by every measure. Royal Clan specifically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to be fair, I do think in 1.5 the Royal Clans is actually better. Especially for the WTC comp has actually like really nerfed my army. Actually, there's been a lot of changes to how many Scout Gyrocopters you can take, which has really damaged the damage output that they can do. To be fair,
you're unfortunate. You've been hit by the flack of the balloons, because the balloons are nonsense and like they're very hard to deal with. Coming out of a Cathay game, yeah, they're very hard to deal with. So I think a lot of other armies are now suffering hits and nerfs to make balloons actually playable.
Yeah, so like Heralds of Darkness as well, like not being able to take loads of chariots as well is a little bit annoying.
Oh, we have an Orcs Goblins player. He's heartbroken. He is so excited to come with his Ravening Horde tribes, and he's like, nah, no chance, man, no chance.
I know. I don't particularly like that change. I think if they were going to limit balloons, it should have just been drop them to 2 rather than dropping the mounts and like a blanket ban on units. That's one rule that I'm not that happy with. But I mean, the rest of the WTC stuff, I'm pretty happy with. I think
they've done a really good job. They've had a hard go, to be fair, because they were trying to write rules at a time when there was absolutely nothing to support them, and then all of a sudden FAQ drops and Cathay drops at the same time. So it's a lot of change in a very short time period. They've got to try and get something together.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
the guys have done a great job.
Yeah, no, they have done a really, really good job. So the round, mate. So we managed to cap. So it was 121 to 39.
Yeah. Oh, there was 39 or 49. We got a 49 from one of our mathematicians. He's clearly terrible at maths, so we'll have to go back and
we'll redo that.
But no, if we're 49, if we're 39, I'll be a little bit sad because that's just one under the cap limit. Yeah. So we'll have just been under what we could have gotten at a max anyway. If we're 49, I'll be quite happy with us because we got 9 over, obviously.
Right, so we'll go do the maths now, and we'll be back.
Next up, we ended up playing into Scotland. Now, Pash is the team captain for these guys, and this was going to be a very hard matchup. I was really looking forward to this because Pash has been bigging up Scotland to be one of the best teams in Europe. So this was going to be a fun one. Can we try to win against them? So we put down our first defender, which is going to be Scott. We were just thinking probably Toon Kings, just something very stable that we can try and pick a match into. So to try not to give too many points away, because we know that some of the armies coming against us were very, very strong. Obviously, we were trying to make our armies as horrendous to play into as possible, but they were as well. This is Team Warhammer, so the armies can be slightly skewed. So they put down their Bretonian list. This will probably shock everyone, but it's actually a peg spam list. We put myself down for this, but also Dave, so that we could try and shoot the ever-living crap out of the Bretonians. Now, it's a very interesting pick what they go for here. Now, we decide that we want Scott to play into the High Elves, because we just think that his infantry can outdo the cavalry and the dragon. Now, they choose the Gyrocopters to play into the Bretonia. Now, this is really interesting because the Bretonian list didn't have the Falcon Horn, so I was able to just run around and play them. So that was a very interesting one. He was definitely getting thrown under the bus with that because they didn't want other armies to play into me. Next up, we put down Charlie as our defender, and they end up putting down their Warriors of Chaos. So this is a really interesting one. So basically they are trying to limit the amount of bad matchups that they have, and we're trying to do exactly the same. But we are going to try and choose Charlie, something that he can absolutely destroy. The Warriors of Chaos player is Pash in this case. So we've offered him Bretonian Empire. Is he going to risk getting shot by the Nuln, or is he going to play into the Bretonians? For Charlie, we have chosen the Beastmen for him to play into. This could be a relatively risky game because he does have lots of magic that could come into him, but we believe in Charlie, so we definitely think that he can do it. Next up for our defender, we are putting down Tom with his Cafe. and then they are putting down the vampire counts. This is definitely a thinker, as vampire counts are probably one of the strongest armies in the game, and they also have a cafe army that's waiting on the back burner for us to play into. So whoever goes into the cafe is probably going to lose, and also the vampire count is going to be a struggle of a game. It's definitely a bit of a thinker here, because we've got to try and work out what's coming after this. There are some forced matchups coming after this, so you've got to be very careful that we don't leave any turbo reds so that other armies can lose really, really badly. So after those, and then basically it forces the next matchups, we have Tom into Tomb Kings, Dave into Vampire Counts, Andy is playing into the Warriors of Chaos, Steve is playing into Cathay. So unfortunately, with our Warriors of Chaos player playing into their Cafe, that was going to always be a very, very hard game. And then James with his Beastmen is playing into Dwarves. This should be a really, really fun matchup.
In the second round, we are playing into Scotland. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, fine. I'm ready to get shot off the board. It's going to be good times for everyone.
So I am playing into Bretonia with Duchard, the Elise Duchard, and all of the Pegasus Knights. Unfortunately, he can't stop my flying, though.
No, I'm just going to get shot quite a lot, get cannoned, and then try not lose 20-0. You know, that's like... I blame Pash. Pash gave me this matchup. So
exactly. Blame Pash. So if anybody hasn't seen, head over to Pash Hammer and just leave him some abusive comments.
Yeah.
Let's have a sick game, man.
Yeah, have a good game, man.
So I completely forgot to film the deployment, but I went first because he prayed, which was kind of a shocking bit of Warhammer. I'm really surprised that happened. But then I moved up all the gyro bombers, all the gyrocopters over here. I've done some bombing runs, and then the rest of my line is just out of range for the Pegasus to charge. So can we do much damage? It's a beautiful Bretonia army. I am going to try and shoot him off the board, but then he's going to try and absolutely destroy me as well. So let's see who can get the most points. So at the end of the first turn, I pushed up very, very aggressively, managed to kill a load of knights all on this flank. He has then pushed forward with his Duke, who's got 2 up saves, so seeing if he can survive the absolute torrent of lead coming at him. He's pushed really aggressively, I've pushed really aggressively. This is potentially going to be over in the next couple of turns, one way or the other. Can he get some charges, or can I shoot the crap out of him?
There we go,
So end of my turn 2, there is a big gap in the battlefield. The gyrocopters managed to shoot off the Duke as well, so there was a lot of dead Pegasus. These managed to fail their leadership test after getting a couple of their models destroyed, and then they rallied just in the way of these Pegasus over here, which we're going to charge, which suddenly means that they can't even charge into this cannon this turn. So he's kind of blocked himself, really. Just finished the game. I actually stopped filming on about turn 3 because it was looking bad.
Yeah, he wanted to stop filming to help me cry my tears and help light them up and that, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it kind of snowballed after turn 1. Retrospectively, we think you probably shouldn't have prayed and just tried to charge into me, try and get first turn, do as much damage as possible, because I vanguarded up, so he could have potentially got some turn 1 charges off and then capitalised on that, but because Bretonia always wants to get the ward, but it's only a 6-up ward from strength 4, so it can do a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, I think the only way I was going to get points in that game was through your artillery, and it was just a case of I can move up, how many rounds of shooting can I take until you shoot me off the board, or either I pick up some points.
Yeah.
We knew doing the matchup system, I'd had this game as a 1, which is you're probably going to lose big, which is what happened, believe it or not.
Yeah. I was really, really surprised that you got put into me, actually.
Yeah, I'm one of the more attacking armies, but they put me up first. It was Pash must know something.
yeah, for sure. It's didn't even have the horn, so couldn't even stop me for a turn, so it was literally just boom, boom, straight away, go.
Yeah. It wasn't my list. Basically, I was a stand-in player for this weekend, so I kind of knew I was came this event 2 days ago, and it was oh, you're using this Bretonian list. I'm okay.
But on the plus side, he is actually a dwarf player, so yeah. Rock and stone.
Yeah, rock and stone.
Hello everybody, we're back now for round 2. This time, Team England have drawn with Scotland. The matchups this time look a bit ropey. Lots of close-looking games, which is exactly what we want. So we've been having some really close-fought games. I've already been round, had a quick look to see what's going on. Most people are in sort of the start of turn 1 or partway through turn 1. We've got a little bit unlucky with going second sometimes when really we wanted that first turn. But let's see what happens. Another couple of hours, we'll see where we're at.
So I'm joined here by the captain of Team Scotland. It's Pash from Pash Hammer. You know him, you love him. How's it going, mate?
We're doing all right. It's good fun. It's been one day. We've got 2 rounds, so the hard stuff is done. It's party time now, I think.
Love it, mate. So it was a really fun round. Unfortunately, Scotland only got 1 win into England, though.
We got 1 win. We got a couple of draws. It was a rough round. I think our pairings are pretty. Overall, it was a tough draw, to be honest. So we knew that was going to be the case, but the guys got more than the cap, and I'm happy enough with them for that. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, losing 19-1 as captain is always pretty rough.
Somebody has to take a rough match up. I'll take one for the team this time.
Yeah, that's fine. I did it in the first. So I was the only person to actually lose in the first round.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it? As a captain, you're like, shit, I should really do better. But hey, well, that's what it is. So it's all a learning experience. So.
100%. Now, it's been a really, really good day. Just home
drinking
nations
time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, home nations is great, right?
Yeah, it's good fun. It's team events are great. Home nations is really good. Like you play with all your sort of really good mates, and it's just a really good atmosphere. Everybody's having a good time. So I think tonight's going to be a really good night out. I can't wait. Tomorrow's a late start, so it's good because it means that we've got Ireland in the morning. It's 50-50 how many of our players are actually make it there in the end. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be a good night. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Cheers for the game, mate.
All the best. Cheers, guys.
I was unaware that I had an appointment with you fine people today. It turns out that I have another engagement. I plan to get drunk. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Four Nations Cup here at Clubhouse Gaming. So far, yesterday, Team England had a really good day with almost an unassailable lead, so they're commanding all the way to the front now. Right now, we've got both the teams, or all 4 of the teams, going through their pairings. So Team England, we've drawn with Wales this morning. So team captains are over there doing the pairings now. Team Scotland with Team Ireland, they're also doing their pairings now. Let's see what that looks like. Very serious looking faces. Team Scotland definitely on for taking second place. And see if Ireland can keep themselves off the bottom step. And now we've got Richie himself, team captain with Tom, doing the pairings into Team Wales. Really important round for the final now. So Team England, we're in a really strong position. But for Scotland, they've got a real good chance of coming second. If they can beat Ireland by a good amount of points, they can almost guarantee a second place. But Wales as well, they can cause an upset. If they can manage to beat Team England today, they can come above Scotland and get that second place. Overall, amazing weekend so far. We'll come back when the games are started.
What a first day of Warhammer. It was absolutely brilliant, and then everybody went off to have some drinks afterwards. Some people not even getting back until 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Considering we're quite old and we're playing Old World, that was quite a struggle. There were definitely some bruises and potentially some sore heads going into the second day. For the second day, we were playing into Wales, so I sat down with team captain Ollie Mather and we started to throw our cards at each other and try to smash each other in the pairings. The cards that Ollie was using were absolutely amazing. Him and his missus had a date night and just drawn penis versions of every single one of the armies, which was absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, the filming of the pairings for Wales didn't actually go very well. I don't think the button was pushed, unfortunately. So the games that we have is Dave with our Nuln playing into Mortuary Cult. Then we have Charlie with his Vampire Counts playing into Bretonia. Steve with his Warriors of Chaos playing into Orcs and Goblins. Tom with his Cathay versus Lizardmen. Yes, I said Lizardmen, told you they'd be there. And then me with my Gyrocopters playing into Warriors of Chaos. And then Scott with his Tomb Kings playing into Nuln. Andy with his Bretonians playing into Vampire Counts. And then the Beastmen off between James Ramsey and Ollie. So this is going to be a really fun round. The Wales boys are great, and it's just so fun to play against. It's been an absolutely amazing weekend of Warhammer, and I genuinely wouldn't change a minute of it. It was so fun. And yeah, if anybody gets a chance to ever play Team Warhammer, it's definitely some of the most fun that you can ever play. And I'd just suggest it for anyone. Also, the honour to represent your country at this kind of level of Warhammer is just insane. Like, roll on Worlds.
Whilst those pairings are going on, team captains are really busy. Let's have a look and see what the rest of Team England are doing. Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How do we reckon Richys getting on with his pairings?
Well, he's done well so far. So hopefully he finishes off on a. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
What have we just missed?
Oh,
Another spider.
They're everywhere. But no, hopefully finishes the weekend strong. We go 3 from 3.
Happy days. I'm just showing everybody that Team England are really busy behind the scenes while Rich is working his ass off doing pairings. Fantastic. Yeah.
But then he played.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
What do you reckon Rich is going to do for our pairings now, mate?
Win. That's it.
That'll do. Cheers, mate.
So for the final game into Wales, so this is going to be the deciding game. I am playing into the biggest bastard in Warhammer. And I have deployed and vanguarded up the board. We haven't rolled off a turn 1 yet, but I've created a usual wall of gyrocopters and then hiding on different corners. We're playing domination in this one, so every single model in each deployment counts. He has basically lined up to try and be as negative with the dragons as possible, and also spread out to try and claim the domination points at the end of the game. So can he charge into me, or can I shoot him off the board? It's going to be a very interesting game. Walk into dwarves. How is it going to end? So at the end of turn 1, he pushed forward, he got first turn, and then I jumped in behind him. I've managed to wipe out the knights, although over here, the dragon and the dragon ogre are probably going to be able to get a charge into me down onto this flank. Over here, I've managed to do a couple of wounds to one of the dragons, which is his general, but then this dragon is unscathed and is going to charge down into this flank. So, can the dwarves push back the dragon horde, or are they going to get in and start wrecking face? At the end of turn 2, he has pushed the dragons forward. I've managed to get this one here down to 2 wounds remaining. This one has only taken 1 wound though. Unfortunately, I couldn't do any more that turn, so unfortunately these dragons are going to get into the plucky dwarves. Over here, just trying to limit it damage, so he's going to be rushing in with his dragon, and the dragon ogre is going to be doing wounds. He's going to be claiming points this turn. There's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. He is definitely going to get in and get some points this turn. The question is, what is he going to charge? What's he going to try and kill? Is he going to go for the warriors? Is he going to try and get the more high value targets over here? Or is he going to try and run away and go for domination? We'll have to wait and see. At the end of that round, this dragon is just refusing to die. The triple saves is making it very difficult to deal with. We have managed to kill the other one, and the warp fire is now dead, but when the warp fire exploded, it did manage to kill a whole unit of gyrocopters. Angry Amy is still alive. He didn't manage to kill her, which Amy's going to be quite thankful for. But he does have a big unit of Chaos Warriors over here, which are claiming one of the points for domination. So he's going to get some points for that corner. I need to try and kill this dragon by the end of the game, but if he can get the dragon over into this far edge, along with that he's going to claim 2 table quarters. So we're going to have to try and kill it to try and claim those quarters back off him. We are going into the 5th turn now, so let's see what the Chaos can do. So we have just finished a round into Wales, and I've been playing against potentially the biggest man in Warhammer Fantasy. How's it going, buddy?
All right, good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How did the game go?
It was really, really good. Your list has got pretty much everything. It's got the speed, it's got the power. They got it, like, loads of shots. It's not like super hard, like hard hitting, but there's so many shots that, do you know what I mean, it sort of does the damage.
Yeah, it's like death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it? So
yeah.
basically, it was a domination, so I knew that I'd have to spread out. He did exactly the same thing, just trying to get in, get as many points as possible. I don't know why Ollie put you into me, to be perfectly honest.
I must have done something to annoy him.
For being late this morning, mate.
yeah, being late, yeah.
No, cheers, man. It was a really good game. Yeah. Thank you very much.
No, it was awesome.
How have you enjoyed Home Nations anyway?
It's been really good. It's been a big learning curve. 1.5 is quite a big change.
Yeah.
But I'm glad infantry's back. I'm excited to try some more infantry lists. The triple dragon was fun. I'm not sure I'm going to do it again, but it was fun.
See, I've been saying this for quite a while now. I think the big monster lists are potentially dead. Like, infantry is so strong now.
It is so strong,
yeah. It's a completely different game. For anyone that hasn't been playing the old world for a while and wants to jump back in, it's definitely worth doing that now, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
Yeah, get involved.
Yes, that's it. Cheers, mate.
Thank you, man.
Welcome back to Four Nations. So far, we're about halfway through the round. 3 of our games are currently finished between ourselves and Team Wales. We've had 2 wins and a loss so far, so we're looking quite good for the rest of the round. Our glorious leader, Richie, he's all over it. We think he's going to have a good win here. Are you all done yet, Rich?
Go now, mate. Go now.
Happy days. We've got Scott, who's already finished, and then and Steve still partway through his game. There we go. Charlie being Charlie, vampires.
I cannot say how proud I am of the team for absolutely smashing it. Team England come out of this tournament doing so well, and I couldn't have asked for anything else from them. Every single person played an amazing game of Warhammer. Out of the 24 games of Warhammer that were played, we only lost 3 games between all of this. Unfortunately, I did lose my first one, but oh well, vampire counts, it's fine. I would just like to say a massive thank you to the team as well, which got me this amazing gift. Yes, Frockenstone! Before the tournament. And I cannot express how proud of them I am. And to all of the other teams, you played absolutely amazingly and were just so fun to play against. And yes, I cannot wait for Worlds later in the year. I would like to say a massive thanks to the behind the scenes coaching over this weekend. Without you guys, we could not have managed to win this. Like, honestly, the coaching is so important. If anyone thinks that a coach role on a team is beneath them or it is not something to strive for, honestly, these guys worked so hard and they were potentially an even more integral part of the team than the players themselves. So don't ever think like that. These guys were so important and we basically thought that so much. So Alex, who's our head coach, we ended up giving him the MVP award for the weekend for the team just because of how pivotal his role was.
Thanks for coming. It's been a great weekend. Really appreciate all the effort from everybody in the travel. A few shout outs, obviously, to the staff. They've been fantastic. Second one to Stan, who's not here today, but Andy as well, who took the time out to come out and help and judge. Thank you, Stan. Went through the prize support for this. I've just spunked it all on trophies for everybody, so there's a few awards to give out. First of all, I've got a number of stuff coming up. We've got a couple of results on the painting. We have best painted and coolest army going out, so I'll let him jump up.
Hi guys, thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for having Clubhouse as your place to have this. So I'll just get straight into it. Best painted, we have Callum from Scotland. Finally, we've got the coolest army, Tom from England.
So, going in reverse order for the event, unfortunately last place is Team Ireland on 175 Each team has got a trophy for your captain to give out. You want to come up?
Yeah.
This is for your team's MVP.
So for our only all-weekend winner, we smashed Richys Pacific meeting. Yes. The only win we got in that round. We got to Stuart from Vampire Counts.
In third place on 184 tournament points is Wales.
I've got 2 men standing. We roll off to see who gets it.
1, 2, 3. In second place with 247 tournament points is Team Scotland. And also Scotland's MVP.
Our MVP goes to our power bottom, the man who's been lying down and letting the bus roll over him the whole entire weekend. Our man at the moment is Graham Hart. Thank you very much.
Colin Broom.
Finally, prepare your boots. 354 total tournament points. The winner will be Team England and Richie.
We're going to give it to someone that we couldn't have done this without. So, where's Alex? Come on up, mate.
Hello. And then for the winners, everybody on Team England would like to come up, including Mop. Go
on, lads.
Yeah, what's it?
It's a trophy.
Thank you very much.
I'm not an angle wide enough for these.
Is that one in the front?
Hey, smile, you can't cheese! Yay! Well done, whatever.
Fuck the dwarves.
Hi, my name's Scott and I'm the Tomb King player for Team England, and I just want to say we've recently got back from taking part in Home Nations where England thankfully won, and it was an amazing event. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Steve and I'm the Warriors player for Team England. Come on, England.
Hi, I'm Dave and I'm playing Empire for Team England.
Hi, I'm Charlie and I'm Team England's Vampires player.
Hi, my name is James and I played Beastman for Team England at the Home Nations. It was a great event. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Andy and I played Bretonians for Team England at the recent Home Nations.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm Team England's coach.
What's your favourite Team England sub?
I balloon some bitches. And in everything, kid. And I love it when a plan comes together.